Good morning, everyone. We are going to be doing a walk along Avenue X, which is right in front of us. When I turn to my left, I am on Stillwell Avenue, and I am just coming up to Avenue X now. By the way, we'll start off with all these people are waiting for food from the food pantry, which is down the block here. It's like halfway down the block, so you can see how long the line is. There's also a line on the other side of the food pantry that goes down the other side of the block, so it's two lines going into the food pantry. We got a train going into the yard here, into Stillwell Avenue yard. It is a W train. So that is a W train going into the yard. So if any of you ride the W train up in Queens or over by downtown Manhattan, that train is it's going to sleep. So we are right outside the train yard here on Avenue X. We also have a public school over here. That's a public school right there. It gets confused a lot. A lot of people see that and they quickly assume that that is a building associated with the train yard, but it is not. It is PS 721. That is a school. So I didn't talk much about the walk. I'll talk about it now. We're going to be walking along Avenue X, but we're going to have to take a detour at some point. Immediately. So as you can imagine, the train yard takes up a lot of the real estate down on this part of Brooklyn. So coming up shortly, probably in about a couple of blocks, we are going to have to turn. And then what I'll do for everyone, we did this on the last walk. You know, people like to see L&B. We're going to walk by L&B. So what we'll do is we will turn coming up to the left, get onto 86th Street, since 86th Street eventually merges into Avenue X, and then we'll do Avenue X. And we're going to stay on Avenue X for a while. I'm thinking maybe we'll just end it over at I gotta think about this. So there's another interruption later on where the Q and the B lines run. And at that point, we will have to, we'll probably end the walk there. That's like on East 15th Street. So we'll get a good amount of walking in at that point. So I hope everyone's doing okay today. We just got through 2 really stormy days. Walking by the Marlboro Houses right now. We'll be walking pretty much by these buildings for a while. You hear trains. This is also where the N line comes into the 86th Street station. Well, you'll always hear trains down here, so you could hear them right now. And now we will walk down West 8th Street. So yeah, I was saying we've had 2 really stormy days. We had Saturday was just crazy, especially Saturday night. Saturday night was we had some heavy rain, extremely heavy rain. And then yesterday, well, the last 2 days since Sunday, we've had some really, I mean, it was just ridiculously windy. Like yesterday was crazy. Yesterday we had winds yesterday anywhere up 50 to 60 mile an hour gusts. It was sunny yesterday though. It wasn't rain or anything like that. But it was a very windy day yesterday. I thought about staying inside, and then at one point I was like, I guess I'll do a walk, but then I wound up just staying inside. The weather today is pretty nice. It's supposed to go up to 62 today. Right now it's around 50. So I am wearing a spring jacket right now. Now we are coming up to 86th Street right now. This is a tricky intersection to cross. You got cars that turn out of West 8th Street here, and you got 86th Street, and you got the West Streets on the other side. So kind of hard to find a crosswalk over here. You're probably wondering, why are we walking in this direction? Because I promised everyone I would show everybody L&B. I know everybody wants to see L&B. There's some people that watch the channel that, I mean, I grew up eating a lot of pizza at L&B. I went to Lafayette High School. So L&B was a big spot for us. Give everybody an opportunity to see what the neighborhood looks like down here these days. Over here you have the Aardvark Amusement Company. So this is where a lot of the rides that you see at carnivals and feasts and street festivals, they all are stored in here. This is the company that pretty much, I don't want to say, we're going to walk by it again. I don't want to say like they're the only amusement ride company, but they are a major player. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at L&B. Everybody wants to see L&B, and then we will come back on the other side of the street and we will walk until we hit East 15th Street. So we're going to be crossing, we're definitely going to be crossing Ocean Parkway. Time right now is around, I want to say it's 10:30-ish, 11-ish. We put our clocks ahead recently, so a couple of days ago, so the sun angle is starting to get a little higher. There goes L&B. We're going to cross over here at this crosswalk. The light's about to turn red perfectly. So we'll cross over. Watch his car. So here we are. There is the sign. As you can see, it still looks the same. Hasn't changed much. Many times eating lunch here in the summertime, during high school lunch break, or just hanging out. I'm sure many of you that have lived down here at some point in your life, or still do, know what I'm talking about. So now the actual walk starts, the real part of the walk. Not that it mattered, but now we're going to start walking back towards Avenue X. Now we're not on Avenue X. Remember, we came off of Avenue X because of the train yard break. And now we're going to walk 86th Street to McDonald's Avenue. And that is where Avenue X picks back up. There's actually a block sooner where Avenue X starts, but it's right behind the other side of the transit yard, so there's really no point in turning around and going down that block. Unfortunately, for a little bit, we're going to be heading directly into the sun. So the contrast on your screen might be a little off, but I can't control that. So what I'll do is I'll kind of make sure we're viewed in towards a lot of these businesses and kind of offset the brightness. You can see now the contrast should calibrate so that we have better light over here. And we're back at West 8th Street. I was staying earlier. This is where the first stop on the N line happens. This is the 86th Street station. We actually have 3 major train lines very close together at this point, and that is because Stillwell Avenue, the next stop down, is the terminating stop for 4 of those lines. So down here you have, we just passed by the N. Behind me, not too far away, when we were over by L&B, was where the D line comes out of the yard, and then we're about to hit McDonald's Avenue where the F line runs. And what we're going to do right now is cross over. Now, as we get deeper into Avenue X, you'll see there's going to be a commercial area of Avenue X. And then it'll get residential. As you see right now, we're passing by some residential homes. So there's a mix. It's residential, it's commercial, depending on what section you're at. When we get past McDonald's Avenue, it'll get pretty commercial over there. And then it'll thin out as we get closer to Ocean Parkway and past Ocean Parkway, and it'll become residential. We're getting to this time of the year where that sun starts to get high. And the daylight hours get longer, so walk-in times will change. For me, They won't change the schedule of the channel. I always throw these up in the early in the morning. Now I did a walk last year on Avenue X, and I felt like, you know what, let's do an updated walk. It's been a while. And we'll walk a little further this time. I think that walk ended at Ocean Parkway that time, so we're gonna go past Ocean Parkway. Looks like everybody's getting their cars tended to. You got a car wash here. Got the gas station. If this looks familiar, this is where we ended the walk a few days ago, or about a week ago, when we were doing the McDonald's Avenue walk. It is tricky crossing over here, I'll tell you that. So I am going to cross against the light. Don't do as I do. Ah, the light just changed, so there we go. And here we are, back on Avenue X. And now the sun should be at a better angle now, so should have better light. This is Nap Pizza, just opening up for the day. Now, this side of Avenue X is more commercial than the other side. I say that because there's more, you know, like across the street, you got a wine store over there, you got a medical office. On this side, you got a lot more businesses packed next to each other. Hey, get to see me. There I am. Kind of angled windows with the one-way reflection. As I said earlier, we will be walk in till about, I want to say, East 15th Street. Won't be, I don't know if it'll be, how long the walk will be at this point, but I don't foresee it being as long as our last few walks. Today is a Tuesday. I believe it's March 12th. As a pharmacy, this sells a lot of Chinaware. All right, I'm gonna get stopped here at West Street. So this is the last West Street. West Street is like 0 West, like West 0 Street. There is a red light, it just hasn't changed yet. So. And as you can tell, it is still windy. It's definitely not as windy as it was yesterday. You got A&S Pork Store, which has been around a long time. Get the sign in there for everyone. All right, so at this part for a bit, it is going to get mostly residential. We're getting close to Ocean Parkway. Now Avenue X goes past East 15th. It doesn't end at East 15th. We're just gonna end the walk there because that is where the Q and the B line kind of disrupt the avenue. It runs right through it. we'll save the other side of Avenue X for another day. I've said this earlier in other walks, I'm waiting for a lot of the trees to start blooming out. I like to walk when, you know, everything looks alive. It is warm and it is spring. Spring is starting to fill in. We still got about another week till spring. But it still looks like winter, you know, unless you're out here walking with me, like physically walking with me, not on camera. You look at like how everything looks, and it looks cold, you know, but it's actually very warm out. It looks like we're going to get across Ocean Parkway without having to wait too long. We just did an Ocean Parkway walk, another long walk we recently did. So if you look back in my library, you'll see this guy is just stuck with the wrong turn light on. He's got his right turn light on and he's turning left. Oh wait, hold on a second. I'm looking at his right, at his left. He had his left hand signal on. So I got confused too. So his left hand signal was on, he turned right. I'm all confused. I'll blame it on him, he confused me. I saw the left hand signal and I thought he was gonna go the other way. See the small home nestled right next to this big apartment complex. It's called the Oakwood House. They have a name for it. You can see it gets really quiet down here now. I would say the next commercial area we're going to hit would be Coney Island Avenue. I'm just guessing. Avenue X is not a road that I know much about or walk down, other than I've been down here a few times in my life. The houses on the other side of the streets are pretty much the same. We got a couple of old homes right here. I think what we'll do is we'll cross over to get a look at them, and we'll stay on that side. Gotta wait for this. Look at these homes. Railroad style homes. Got a little house back there. We're going to cross right back over because I want to show you the bungalow style homes on the next block. It's Coney Island Avenue. We've been down here too. The light's about to change, so I'm just going to let the camera roll. And here we go. Some homes on the other side there with the archways. You can see those archways where you walk up those steps. And these are the small homes I was talking about. All these homes on this block are pretty much the same shape, except for this house right here looks like it's being, a new building is being built in its spot. Here you go, look at these homes. There's some old homes here. And they're all like a railroad style bungalow kind of house. I guess that's how you park your car over here. So you look at these homes and picture like a dirt road. At one time the roads were all dirt roads down here. So, and if you look across the street, there's a couple more. Now what'll happen is that house right there on the corner is actually for sale. Right there across from us. And these houses can be torn down and bigger property can be built. You get some of these. I'm going to go into the street here and show you the architecture of this home. Actually, it's listed as a daycare. It's pre-K. Look at this building right here. It's an interesting design. I've never seen anything like that in Brooklyn, except for now. So there you go. Sheepshead Bay Road. We're very close to Neck Road as well. Sheepshead Bay Road will take you to Sheepshead Bay. Right now, I would say we're in the Sheepshead Bay area. Like, yeah, we passed Coney Island Avenue. We were in Gravesend, by the way. That's where we started. We started in Gravesend, and now we're over here in Sheepshead Bay. And we're about to end the walk. This was a shorter walk. It felt short. We're coming up on like 45 minutes. Because over here is where the Q and the B start to, in this area is where they start to get down to the ground level, and just so happens that Avenue X gets cut here. As you can see, there is a train passing over it right now. And that's a B train. I could see the orange. I can't see the B, but I could see that the insignia is orange and not yellow. I want to thank everybody for taking the walk. What we'll do is we'll cross the street and end it over there. There's a lot of four-way stop signs over here, so yeah, a lot of cars that are just stopping and then going. Bassett Caterers. It's been around a long time, since the 1960s. And we're going to end it over here. I want to thank everybody for taking the walk. Stay tuned. We'll be moving into more areas. Now, this was more of a relaxed, short style type of walk. A lot of land here. Look at this land. A lot of land. You got this small house right up against the train tracks. And this is East 15th Street. So, all right, everyone, take care. Thanks for dropping by and taking the walk, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.